Social media has revolutionized the way we communicate, share ideas, and stay informed. But in some parts of the world, these platforms are viewed as threats rather than tools. In this video, we'll uncover 5 countries where social media is banned or heavily restricted, explore the reasons behind these decisions, and learn how citizens cope with these limitations. Let's get started. So let's start with our first country, which is North Korea. When it comes to censorship, North Korea stands unmatched. The government has an iron grip on all forms of communication, and only a handful of trusted individuals have access to the global internet. Social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter are unheard of for the majority of the population. Instead, citizens rely on a state-controlled internet called Kwangmyong, which offers government-approved information and propaganda. Foreign content is strictly prohibited, and violators face harsh punishments, including imprisonment. This level of isolation ensures the government maintains absolute control over its people. Number 2. China. China is home to one of the most advanced and sophisticated internet censorship systems in the world, often called the Great Firewall. Platforms like Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Google are completely banned, replaced by local alternatives like WeChat, Weibo, and Baidu. These platforms are not only popular but are also heavily monitored by the government. The main reasons for these bans: to prevent the spread of dissent, maintain control over public opinion, and promote homegrown tech companies. For instance, Douyin, the Chinese version of TikTok, operates differently from the global version, with strict content regulations. While some citizens use VPNs to bypass restrictions, doing so can lead to fines or even arrests. Next country is Iran. In Iran, social media has been a controversial issue since the 2009 Green Movement, when platforms like Twitter played a pivotal role in organizing protests. In response, the government banned Twitter, Facebook, and other platforms, labeling them as tools for spreading Western propaganda. Although Instagram and WhatsApp are still accessible, they are often disrupted during periods of political unrest. For many Iranians, VPNs have become a lifeline to bypass these restrictions and access the global internet. However, the government frequently cracks down on VPN usage, creating a constant game of cat and mouse between citizens and authorities. Number 4. Turkmenistan. One of the most closed-off countries in the world, has a near-total ban on social media. Platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter are inaccessible, and even messaging apps like WhatsApp face regular disruptions. The government justifies these bans by claiming that social media promotes immorality and destabilizes society. Internet access is limited to about 20% of the population, and it's heavily monitored. Citizens who attempt to use VPNs or access banned platforms face severe penalties, including fines or interrogation. The state ensures that only government-approved content reaches its people, isolating them from the global digital world. Our last country is Eritrea. Eritrea is often called Africa's North Korea, for a good reason. With less than 1% of the population having internet access, Eritrea is one of the least connected countries in the world. Social media platforms are completely banned, and the government tightly controls all information. The state argues that social media is a tool for spreading false information and destabilizing the nation. Citizens rely almost entirely on state-run media for news, and even basic communication is challenging. For most Eritreans, the internet remains an unattainable luxury, keeping them disconnected from the global community. Despite these bans, people in these countries often find ways to stay connected. VPNs, proxy servers, and mirror websites are commonly used to bypass restrictions. However, in many cases, accessing these tools is illegal and carries significant risks. Additionally, underground movements and activists continue to use social media to expose the realities of life under censorship. Their bravery highlights the global demand for freedom of expression, even in the most repressive regimes. So, there you have it, 5 countries where social media is banned or heavily restricted. While these governments argue that these bans are necessary for national security and cultural preservation, critics believe they are tools to suppress freedom and control the flow of information. What's your take on this? Let us know in the comments below. And as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more eye-opening content. See you in the next video.